Hello guys and welcome back to Dylan's Little Hobbies, and in today's video we are going to do a short review of the first episode of none other than Star Wars Visions. What can I say about the first episode of Star Wars Visions? Episode 1, The Duel. I'm actually gonna give this episode a 9 out of 10. I don't know, I feel like it was a really great start to the series. A really good start. First off, the art was amazing. It was like a black and white kind of art. It felt very Western. It felt very much like an old TV movie or something like that. Like a really old movie. It started out great too. It started out with like stars and Star Wars stars and all that, and then it scrolled down to a moon and it went black and white, and it was just beautiful how it just kind of glided into the black and white image of the show, of the episode, and I really loved that. Now, it was about this samurai guy who has come to a little village, and, you know, he's not really thinking much. You're thinking, what's this guy doing here? You know, he's got a little droid, he's just a traveler, he's kind of a samurai guy. Kind of looks like, actually, Samurai Jack, you know? Or, Ronin Kenshin, actually, is a better... Ronin Kenshin would actually be a better, fit to describe this guy. He reminds me a lot of, Ronin Kenshin a bit, but he's definitely got that Samurai Jack jawline to him. I really liked this guy. Now, he's got his little droid with him as well, and eventually the village gets attacked. The village gets attacked by the Sith with their own Sith troopers. Well, where would this take place? I'm actually thinking that this could take place, because all of these are canon to me. I'm thinking this takes place before the Skywalker saga. This is just ancient Sith. Okay, we got ancient Sith with an ancient empire trying to fight and take over the galaxy again. That's what I think. So we got this Sith that comes out with this crazy lightsaber. It's like an umbrella, and it actually turns out we finally figured out how that thing works. It's not like 7 lightsabers all put together. It's actually one lightsaber that is like deflected 7 different ways. I thought that was really creative and really interesting. I also really liked the other Sith's design and everything. And we don't get any names or anything like that. That's not important. But this little Sith lady and her troopers attack the village, not knowing of this samurai that's in the back. You know, this roaming person that's in the back. He comes out and he's like, you know what? Your village is being attacked. Let me help you. He fights her, and I love that. So, she actually was about to strike him, but he used the Force to stop her lightsaber, and she, as well as all of us, were like, Jedi? But then he pulls out his katana-looking lightsaber, and that was so cool. That was so cool. He literally draws it out like a katana, and that was amazing. And he actually puts it back like it's a katana. He doesn't undo the lightsaber and put it back. He literally just puts it into a sleeve like it's just a katana. That was really interesting, really cool. I love the design of that. That was... You don't see that in Star Wars. Everyone just turns off the lightsaber, but no one just has a hilt. That was brilliant. That was brilliant. So this guy with his lightsaber actually turns out to be a Sith because his blade is red. He fights this other Sith and he defeats them. And let me just tell you this. So this is a black and white image, except for the blades. The blades strike against the black and white background. Like it's a bunch of black and whites and grays. But then, you know, the red glows on their faces. The red lightsaber really stands out against the crowd. I loved the look of this episode. I love the look of this episode. And I would love to know more about this this character, because what he does at the end is very interesting. Not only does he defeat him, and the way he defeats her is really smart. So, behind the waterfall, there's this like statue, and he puts his lightsaber there. Turns out, though, he has two and we already knew they had two lightsabers, but he brings out his second lightsaber and kills her, taking her blade back to the people of the town, people of the village. And people of the village think he's a hero, call him a Jedi, but then they realize that he's not. He's a Sith. He destroys the other Sith's lightsaber, and before he could put the crystal in his collection of crystals, he decides to give it to the chief. The chief is this little kid, which obviously that means the little kid's family must have been killed, and he's the last one of their bloodline, so he is obviously leader of the village, unfortunately. But yeah, the guy gives the little kid the red lightsaber and tells him to hold on to it. And then he leaves with his droid. Oh, and there's this really cool moment where the droid ends up like firing rockets out of its chest. I thought that was cool. It's like an R2 unit or something like that. It's got like a straw hat on and everything. It's really interesting. It's really cool the way it's designed, and again the black and white aspect of it. It was so different, so interesting, so beautiful. I really enjoyed everything I saw from this very first episode. And I would love it. I would love to go on more journeys and find out his past, find out his story, find out his future of this samurai Sith, this Ronin samurai Sith that has been killing other Sith and taking kyber crystals. I would love to know more of his story. If there is ever a season 2 of this, I hope they dive into these stories again, because I hope they dive at least into this guy's story again, because he was really interesting, I think. Really made an impression. The entire episode really made an interesting impression. Now that's just me and my thoughts. Let me know yours down in the comments below. So far, I love you, Star Wars Visions. Thank you guys for watching, and I am out. Bye.